Welcome back to Scotty's Hobbies. Everyone's been hitting me up lately in the last few days. They're like, where's an update on the emissions deregulations? You're missing a good one. There's another bill that was introduced that's putting CARB on the chopping block. Well, I finally got a few minutes to go look at it, and I'm going to bring an update on what is going on and let you know about HR 4117. That is the Fuel Emissions Freedom Act that was introduced into the House of Representatives, June 24th. Before we go too far, please hit that like button right now, subscribe, hit the ring bell, make sure you check out the video library for a ton of automotive helpful DIY videos and a ton of potential emissions deregulations videos. But back at it. The Fuel Emissions Freedom Act, which is HR 4117. There's going to be a link in the description below. Was introduced to the House of Representatives on June 24th, like I said. The good thing about this bill is that it was sent to the, Energy and Commerce Committee, which I have a insider with the Energy and Commerce Committee. So I'm going to actually be able to get information about this bill if anything is going to happen. But what is the Fuel and Emissions Freedom Act? Let me break it down for you real fast. Now, the Fuel Emissions Freedom Act is a Republican-backed federal bill designed to rescind California's special authority to set stronger vehicle emissions rules, mandating one uniform national standard. Its supporters emphasize the cost and consistency, while critics warn it will hamper emissions reduction progress, stifle electrification, and undermine the Clean Air Act intent. Well, there's a little bit more to it. It's also going to do away with the CAFE standards, which the big beautiful bill also is going to have some legislation in there to reduce the CAFE standards back to 2024 rules, I believe it is. But this bill was introduced, and is it going to go anywhere? There is potential for this bill to have a huge impact on California. Do you think it's going to end California smog inspections? I highly doubt it. I think if California loses the ability to set their own standards for emissions inspections, they will roll back or fall back onto the federal standards, just like they do in Arizona and Texas and Nevada. They follow the federal standards. They pick and choose what they want out of the federal standards, and they test vehicles to those standards. Now, like I said, this bill was introduced. Nothing else has been done. It's a relatively new bill. But if you go back and look at it, here's like one thing I really don't understand. We still have the Stop CARB Act in the Senate and in the House of Representatives. So in the Senate, S.1072, and in the House of Representatives, HR 2218. That's the Stop CARB Act. Pretty much does the same thing as the Fuel Emissions Freedom Act, as well as the Transportation Freedom Act, S.711. There's going to be links to everything in the description. All of these bills will be in the description, links to them on congress.gov, so you guys can go keep up to date on them as well. You don't have to rely on my information or somebody else's information out there, because there's a lot of misinformation, disinformation being spread online. So those other bills, the Stop CARB Act, the Transportation Freedom Act, and now the Fuel Emissions Freedom Act, why don't they all get together in one group and pass a bill? If you go look at the Stop CARB Act, nothing has happened since it was introduced back in March. Transportation Freedom Act, nothing has happened since it was introduced back in March. Yeah, I know they've been dealing with the big beautiful bill, but look how fast they got the CRAs passed. And then another point. If the CRAs, when they got passed, everyone said, there's going to be no more California smog, no more emission standards, you're going to be able to do whatever you want to your vehicle. Why are they still introducing bills to stop California smog inspection, or emission standards, I should say, if the CRAs did away with the California waivers? It doesn't make sense, you guys. So this could be a bill that could have significant reactions or actions upon California, but is it just going to fall on the back burner like the Stop CARB Acts and the Transportation Freedom Acts? Who really knows? But make sure to stay tuned. I will be keeping you guys up to date on everything as it happens. I'm going to bring you guys news, when it happens. I'm not going to speculate on anything that I think might happen like others do out there. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, share. Check out the video library for a ton of automotive helpful videos and emissions deregulations videos. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies, and I will see you guys on the next hopefully helpful video. What's up?